After the death of Humayun, when Akbar became the ruler, he was barely a boy of 13, which means he was then as old as you. Just imagine how difficult it was to rule an empire at such a tender age. However, Akbar was assisted by his guardian Bairam Khan. At the age of 18, Akbar took over full responsibility. But that was much later. Soon after Akbar ascended the throne, a king of Sher Shah was planning to retrieve the Afghan rule in Delhi. He was Adil Shah. His prime minister Himu occupied Delhi. You have noticed that in those days Delhi and Agra were the main centers of power. So, to occupy Delhi implied to seize control over the empire. In 1556, with the help of Bairam Khan, Akbar defeated the Afghans in the Second Battle of Panipat. Later, Akbar occupied central India and subjugated the small states along the northwest frontier. উত্তর পশ্চিম সীমান্তে ছোট ছোট রাজ্যগুলোকে তিনি দমন করলেন, চিত্তর, গুজরাট, বেঙ্গল এটসেট্রা। বেঙ্গলটা ইস্টে, নর্থ ইস্টে। After this, he had conflict with Rana Pratap Singh of Mebar. These wars with the Mughals cannot be regarded as wars against foreign invaders. The reason is those who had challenged the Mughals had not unified to fight for India. The fort of Chittor was very important to the Rajputs on security aspects. In 1568, Akbar conquered Chittor, but before the conquest, Rana Uday Singh left Chittor. Later, Akbar had developed good relations with the other Rajputs, but the Rana Uday Singh's son Pratap Singh refused to surrender to the Mughals. In 1576, Akbar defeated Rana Pratap Singh in the Battle of Haldighat. That is a famous battle. During that war, Akbar came to Ajmer and sent Man Singh with 5,000 soldiers to fight against Rana Pratap Singh. Now, Raja Man Singh was also a Rajput. Thus, the Rajputs were not united in the fight against the Mughals. Likewise, the Afghans were also not united against their fight with the Mughals. Neither the Afghans and the Rajputs had any unity to fight the Delhi rulers. Rana Pratap Singh destroyed the crops of the entire region up to Chittor so that the Mughal soldiers did not get food. He marched forward from his capital Kumbhalgarh to the battlefield with his soldiers. Some Afghans chieftains also supported Rana Pratap Singh, but Rana was defeated. Even after this defeat, Rana Pratap Singh continued to oppose the Mughals. Now here is a description of Akbar's court, Raj Sabha. Raja Birbal. Of the many celebrities in the court of Akbar, 9 of them were collectively called the Navaratna or 9 gems. One of them was Birbal. Many of you must have read the stories of Birbal's wit, although much of it is legend. It is true that Birbal was very intelligent. He was born in a Brahmin family of Madhya Pradesh. His name was Mahesh Das. He secured a position in the court of Akbar by his wit. Akbar renamed him as Birbal. Here, Bir and Bal were used to indicate the power of intelligence. He was also endowed with the title Raja. During the reign of Akbar, he became Wazir-e-Azam or the Prime Minister. Abul Fazl Alami, 1551 to 1602, was a famous historian during the time of Akbar. He highlighted the qualities of Emperor Akbar. But to know about a period of history, only praises are not enough. You also have to know about the problems. Such criticism can be found in the writings of Abdul Qadir Badauni, 1540 to 1615, another historian of the period. Both came to the court of Akbar in 1574, but Abul Fazl became close to the emperor. Two different accounts of the same incident can be found in their work. The map of India that we now see was not the same as before. In those times, the word Desh means country, that meant a confederation of some regions, and conflicts actually happened among the nobility. These noblemen fought among themselves for personal ambition and usurping political power. Akbar established his reign not by conquest alone. He wanted to place the local rulers in important positions of his court. He did not want to present himself to the local people as a despotic invader. After conquering northern India, the Mughals moved over to the Deccan. Again, the northwestern frontier provinces like Kabul, Kashmir, Kandahar, Sindh, and Balochistan came under the Mughal rule. Most of the foreign invasions took place along this route. So, Mughal control in this area was imperative for stabilizing security of the Mughal Empire. In those times, the means of communication was not at all good, so the Mughal soldiers had to pass through difficult terrains. At the time of Akbar's death, that is in 1605, a large part of India came under the Mughal rule. But beyond this territory, the Mughals could not establish their dominance over a vast area in the south and in the northeast. In Bengal, the Mughals had military success, but their position was not so stable. It took some years for the Mughals to overthrow the Afghans and establish their dominance in Bengal. A map is given in this part, that is at page 77, that will give you an idea regarding the empire of Akbar. And two sides of a gold coin of Jahangir's reign is also given in the page. Some more stories regarding Akbar. When he ascended the throne, he was just a boy of 13. So his guardian was Bairam Khan. And he had to obey the guidance of Bairam Khan. However, when his apprenticeship was over in 1562, he took upon himself the direction of policy and control over the administration. The recovery of the lost Mughal dominion in Hindustan was begun even during the regency of Bairam Khan, when one after another Gwalior, Ajmer, and Jaunpur were conquered. This helped the gradual consolidation of Akbar's dominion around Delhi and Agra. Between 1560 and 1561, the conquest of Malwa was completed. In 1562, Raja Bihari Mal of Amber, that is Jaipur, Amber, he submitted to Akbar without fighting. He was given a command of 5,000 soldiers, and his son Bhagwan Das and grandson Man Singh entered the Mughal army. Both Bhagwan Das and Man Singh played a leading part in extending and consolidating the Mughal empire. So, these behavior to the Hindus, behavior of Akbar to the Hindus prove that he was a very secular empire, and he had very close connection with the imperial families of Rajputana. Akbar's next conquest was that of Gondwana. Here is another story. Ashok Khan, governor of the eastern provinces, was directed to attack Rani Durgavati, who governed Gara Katanga, that is northern portion of Madhya Pradesh, in the Gond country, as the regent for her minor son Bir Narayan. Actually, the king was Bir Narayan, and the guardian was his mother Durgavati. She was called Rani Durgavati. She was the regent. রাজপ্রতিনিধি। She made a stubborn resistance worthy of her Rajput ancestry. রাজপুতের যোগ্য প্রতিরোধ তিনি গড়ে তুলেছিলেন। But she was overwhelmed in a battle that took place between Gada and Mandala in the Jabalpur district. When she was faced with defeat, she stabbed herself. পরাজয়ের মুখে তিনি নিজেকে তরবারি দিয়ে খুন করেছিলেন, আত্মহত্যা করেছিলেন। বীর নারায়ণ অলসো ডায়েড ফাইটিং ব্রেভলি টু সেভ দি ফোর্ট্রেস অফ চৌড়াগড়। দি উইমেন পারফর্মড সেলফ ইমোলেশন, হ্যাঁ, দি অফুল স্যাক্রিফাইস অফ জওহর। এইখানেতে একটা ঘটনা ঘটছে, দেখো, যে রানী দুর্গাবতী তিনি পরাজিত হয়ে আত্মহত্যা করলেন ছুরিকাঘাতে। তার সন্তান, সেও ব্রেভলি ফাইট করে দুর্গ রক্ষা করতে পারল না, মারা গেলেন। তখন রাজমহলের যারা মহিলা তারা সবাই আগুন জ্বালিয়ে সেই আগুনে ঝাঁপ দিয়ে আত্মহত্যা করলেন। এই যে ভয়ঙ্কর আত্মহত্যার ঘটনা, একে ইতিহাসে জওহর ব্রত বলা হয়। জওহর ব্রত। তখনকার রাজপুতানার নারীরা এরকম পরাজয়ের হাত থেকে বাঁচবার জন্যে এরকম কঠোর কাজ করতেন। আকবর's famous military enterprise, the siege and capture of Chittor, was begun in October 1567. The Rana of Chittor, Uday Singh, son of Rana Sangram Singh, is said to have given shelter to Baj Bahadur and another insubordinate chief. অদম্য যে যাকে দমন করা যায়নি, যে প্রভুত্ব মানবে না আকবরের, সেরকম একজন সৈন্য প্রধানকে তিনি আশ্রয় দিয়েছিলেন, দ্যাট অফ নরওয়ার। However, Akbar's siege of Chittor lasted 4 months. Uday Singh was unfortunately for Mebar a craven prince who hid himself in a distant forest, leaving the defense of Chittor to Jaimal Rathore and Patta. They offered obstinate resistance. Akbar showed considerable patience and skill in conducting the siege of Chittor, in which 3 things were employed: a long and deep trench, movable shields to protect the workmen, and a high erection commanding the walls. The siege might have lasted much longer, but Akbar succeeded in killing Jaimal by a lucky shot. The garrison then gave up all hope, and the women resorted to the Jauhar sacrifice, which I was telling you just while describing the story of Rani Durgavati. The women resorted to the Jauhar sacrifice before the final capture. The Rajput warriors perished fighting. Akbar was so much exasperated by the obstinate defense that he massacred a large number of non-combatants who helped in it. Chittor had before been taken by Alauddin Khilji and Bahadur Shah of Gujarat, and its capture was not in itself a unique military achievement, nor did the fall of the capital lead to the complete subjugation of the state. However, Ranthambore fell in 1569. A treaty was then concluded with Bundi, which gives us a very good idea of Akbar's eagerness to placate the Rajputs and the policy which he pursued towards them. Todd in his annals says, annals on a history book, says that through the mediation of the ruler of Ambor, that is Jaipur, a treaty was concluded with Bundi. The terms were the chiefs of Bundi should be exempted from the custom, তাকে খাজনা দিতে হবে না, degrading to a Rajput, of sending a bride to the Mughal harem, এবং রাজপুত কন্যাকে মুঘল হারেমে পাঠাতে হবে। They were to be exempted from the jizya or poll tax, তাদেরকে যে বিধর্মীদের জন্য নির্দিষ্ট কর, জিজিয়া কর দিতে হবে না। They were not to be compelled to cross at all. They were not to send their wives and female relatives to hold a stall in the bazaar on the occasion of Nowruz. আকবর একটা বাজার করতেন নববর্ষের দিনে, সেটাকে কেউ কেউ মিনা বাজারও বলে থাকে। সেখানেতে মহিলারা সেই খুব উন্নত বংশের নোবেল ফ্যামিলির মহিলারা সেখানে সেই বাজার পরিচালনা করতেন এবং বাধ্য করা হতো তাদেরকে সেটা পরিচালনা করতে। এইসব এদেরকে করতে হবে না, এই চুক্তি বলে ঠিক হলো। দে ওয়ার টু হ্যাভ দি প্রিভিলেজ অফ এন্টারিং দি দেওয়ানি আর্ম ফুললি আর্মড, সশস্ত্র হয়েই তারা রাজ দরবারে প্রবেশ করতে পারবে। রাজ দরবারটাকে বলা হতো দেওয়ানি আর্ম। দেয়ার টেম্পলস ওয়ার টু বি রেসপেক্টেড, তাদের মন্দিরকে সম্মান করা হবে। দে শুড নেভার বি প্লেসড আন্ডার দি কমান্ড অফ এ হিন্দু লিডার, তাদেরকে কখনো কোনো হিন্দু লিডারের কমান্ডে রাখা হবে না। দেয়ার হর্সেস শুড নট বি ব্র্যান্ডেড উইথ দি ইম্পেরিয়াল দাগ, রাজকীয় চিহ্ন দ্বারা তাদের ঘোড়াগুলোকে চিহ্নিত করা হবে না। দে শুড বি অ্যালাউড টু বিট দেয়ার কেটেল ড্রামস অ্যাজ ফার অ্যাজ দি রেড গেট, লাল দরওয়াজা পর্যন্ত তাদেরকে তাদের যে বাদ্যযন্ত্র বাজাতে দেওয়া হবে। Though never submitted to Akbar, and Pratap Singh, the son of Uday Singh, offered him stubborn resistance, the Mughal emperor was, for all practical purposes, the paramount power in Rajputana, most of whose chieftains became mansabdars of the Mughal Empire. The Rajputs became the most devoted soldiers of the Padishah. 1/3 of the Mughal horsemen were recruited from the Rajput clans. Todd describes Akbar as the first successful conqueror of Rajput independence. To this end, his virtues were powerful auxiliaries, as by his skill in the analysis of mind and its readiest stimulant to action, he was enabled to gild the chains with which he bound them.